Hello and welcome back all to another episode of the Overfunctioning Mom. And today we're going to be talking about what healthy support for your adult kids actually looks like. All right. So nobody prepared us for this, ladies. They did not prepare us for this part of motherhood. It's the moment you realize that helping your adult child the way you used to is now hurting them. And what do I mean by that? There's a middle ground and no one wants to talk about it because it's not cutting them off, tough love, or good luck and good riddance. That's not it. And it's not, I'll fix it, I'll pay it, or I'll handle it for you. That's not going to work either. And that's what a lot of us have been doing, right? But there's a place in between. It's called healthy support. And today, we're breaking down what that actually looks like, okay? And we're going to add a little bit of psychology, real life patterns, and stories from parents and adult children that have been shared online every single day. And yes, I got this from Reddit because I am all over those streets. Now, before we talk about behaviors, let's talk about why this feels cruel. Right? When you start setting boundaries, why does it feel cruel? Well, your nervous system was trained to believe it's my child. If my child is struggling, I must fix it. That's the maternal wiring. But that wiring is all wrong because psychologists talk about something called differentiation. And what is differentiation? If I can even pronounce it, it's the ability for two people to be connected emotionally without being responsible for each other's emotions or outcomes. See, we've gone through life thinking that we are responsible for our children's outcomes. And all of our relationships require differentiation with our siblings, with our parents, with our children, with our, whoever, with your friends. You can be there emotionally for someone without being the rescuer, without being responsible for the outcomes that they get, because we are all individually responsible for our outcomes. We get to make the choice of how we want to live this life. Now, here's the problem. When moms overfunction, they blur the line between I love you and I'll live your life for you. How many kids out there, if you're watching, adult kids, think your mom's trying to live your life for you, but you still like it when she comes in and rescues when things are falling apart? And I also want to know how many parents out there know what I'm talking about. Because when you stop rescuing, your nervous system panics and says, I'm abandoning them. That's how you feel. But support and rescue are not the same thing. So that's what we're going to talk about. Because you can support without rescuing. Yes, you can. So let's start here. Healthy support sounds like, I'm here for you. Not let me fix it. Not let me fix this for you, right? Like we're not trying to fix everything for them. There's a big difference. Psychologists call this emotional validation without problem solving. What does that mean? Adult kids need space to feel overwhelmed. It's okay if they're overwhelmed. It's okay if they feel frustrated. It's okay if they feel scared. Without you jumping in to remove the discomfort. Discomfort is good because discomfort builds coping skills. Who knew? Who knew? I've seen adult kids online saying things like, my mom always fixes everything, so I don't even know how to make a decision. Say what? We have adult kids that can't make their own decisions? Other kids have said, I panic over small stuff because I never had to figure it out. That's what happens. If you don't let them sit with the discomfort every time they have to figure something out, they panic. That's not because mom or dad didn't love them. It's because love sometimes overrode their growth. Let's talk about what healthy support looks like. Healthy support sounds like, I believe you can figure this out. I'm here for you if you want to talk it through. You stay connected, but you don't take the wheel. And as parents, sometimes we like to drive, don't we? But sometimes there comes a time when it's time for them to drive, for our children to drive themselves. Now, we're going to talk about the landmine that I call money, 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 money. Yep. Family systems research shows that financial rescuing often delays adult development because money equals safety, relief, and avoidance of consequences. If every crisis is getting funded, the brain never learns planning, budgeting, delayed gratification. And science says that the kids that can go with delayed gratification do better in life. I think there was a study done where the young children were given candy, right? And they said, you get one piece of candy, one piece now, or if you wait 15 minutes, you'll get 2 pieces. The kids that waited to get the 2 pieces, right? They waited the 15 minutes, so that's delayed gratification. Those kids did better in life. Yep. So we need to give healthy money support and not rescue. And what that looks like is, I can't pay that for you, but I can help you make a plan. I won't cover this bill, but I'll sit with you while you call and set up a payment plan. That's called coaching, not subsidizing. And that's healthy. It's not cruel. It's not mean. On Reddit, I see parents saying, every time I bail them out, they're back in the same spot 3 months later. Other parents are saying, I thought I was helping, but I was just preventing them from learning. Money boundaries are not punishment. They leave room for your child to grow. They are structure, and structure is what builds adult competence. See, many of us overgave because we didn't have all that money, right? Like our parents didn't have it to give to us. So we learned that we had to hustle, we had to do the things, and we had to go through the stress. But here's the part moms hate the most. They hate watching their kids struggle. But psychology is really clear on this. Resilience built through tolerable stress is not zero stress. Healthy support says, I'm not removing the obstacle, but I'm not disappearing either. So you're not disappearing, you're not abandoning them. You don't solve the job search, make the phone calls, do the paperwork. They gotta learn to do it themselves. Whether they do it right the first time and they gotta do it again, it's okay. But what you can do is you can sit with them at the table together and fill it out, right? If they have any questions, and then you can ask them, do you want me to walk you through some options? You remain present. You're not performing for them. Let them perform. That time is for them now to perform. And that's where the massive difference comes in. Because when you do, that's you performing. They need to do. And you need to support. Coach. Help them, give them options if they need it, if they ask for it. And the thing is that coaching is about asking them if they want your help, if they want your opinion, if they want you to help them with options. Because as they get older, they have a choice. They can try to figure it out themselves, right? And that's not bad. So simply said, or simply put, I should say, is that fixing sounds like I'll handle it. I'll call them. I'll pay it, right? Before you even give them a chance to try to figure it out themselves. It's like, I'll tell them what to do, right? But coaching sounds like, what do you think your next step should be? Let them think about it. What are your options? Let them figure out what they think their options are. What's one small thing you could do today? They know. Because here's the thing, coaching builds problem solving, confidence, and ownership. Fixing builds dependence, avoidance, and learned helplessness. So that's why I say coaching is for everyone, but coaching is for our children too. And adults online say things like this all the time. My parents solved everything, so now I freeze when I have to do hard stuff. That's not laziness. They're not being lazy. That's undeveloped coping muscles. They need to develop the muscles, and it's not too late. It's really not too late. Now, here's the sassy truth for you. You are not a 24-hour customer service hotline. You are not a human safety net. You are not their emergency fund with feelings. You are their mother. You are their father, their parent. And children raise adults. Well, we were kids at one time, right? But parents raise adults, not dependents. That's the thing. We don't want our kids to be dependent on us. We want them to be independent. And here's the beautiful part nobody talks about. When you shift from rescuing to supporting, resentment goes down, respect goes up, arguments decrease, and confidence grows for both of you. Because now you're not carrying their life on your back anymore. You have room to breathe for yourself, and they have room to figure things out. You're at that point, you're walking beside them while they carry it themselves. In the comments, I want you to tell me, what's one thing you've been fixing that you could start coaching instead? And there is no shame here, no judgment. If this hit home, I want you to stay tuned for the next episode, because we're going to talk about how to hold boundaries without becoming the villain. Because when you stop rescuing, there will be backlash. And we're going to help you stand firm without losing yourself, because that's what it's all about. We don't want you to lose yourself, and we want these adult kids to find themselves. Figure it out. Not because we're mean, but because we love them. All right. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you in the next one. You hit that like button if you haven't already, subscribe, and drop me a comment so that other parents out there can see that they're not alone. We're all in this together. Bye.